We are live, unoriginal FC, back in the cart. Israel Adesanya loses to Dricus Plessis, bro. To DDP. He loses. He lost. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm conflicted, man. Like, I watched that fight and I'm conflicted because rounds 1, rounds 2. How do I even... It's a heartbreaking loss for it. You know what? Let me just speak real, innit? Let me just be real with it. I'm a fan of Israel Adesanya. I'm a fan of the way he fights. Like, I think he's got a lot of heart. But there's a lot of things as well about Israel Adesanya that just, even in the build-up to this fight, that showed me that he was within his own head. The task in front of him was daunting in some aspects to him. I don't know, there was a lot of weakness that he showed me in the lead-up to this fight, but, you know, when you watch him fight, the man fights with heart. Like, he goes bang for bang, he goes blow for blow, shot for shot, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, he goes for the kill. But for me, in the build up to the fight, when he started crying at the press conference, it turned me off, man. It made me look the other way in disgust. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you guys. I didn't like that. I didn't like seeing Adesanya. I didn't like seeing Israel Adesanya crying about what some other guy said to him. Like, to me, that was just like to me it showed like, okay, this guy's in your head. He's winning the mental warfare right now between the both of you. The South African boy, the white boy, he's winning right now. He's got the psychological edge. That's what it looked like to me. It just looked like you let this white boy get in your head and it messed you up. And this is what's so conflicting about the fight, because during the fight, like, I'm watching Israel Adesanya. Dricus Plessis couldn't stand up with him in a stand-up game. He didn't have anything for Israel Adesanya, right? Well, not within the first 2 rounds, anyways. You know, Israel was winning in a stand-up game, but even with Israel Adesanya winning in a stand-up game, his punches didn't really have the same kind of pop anymore. Because he landed. Israel Adesanya was landing shots, people. He was landing shots. And a lot of those shots that Israel was landing on DDP tonight, there are a lot of the same sort of shots that we see in Israel clean other people out in the middleweight division. It's a lot of the same sort of shots we see in Israel Adesanya clean out the middleweight division with. It's a lot of the same sort of shots. And those same sort of shots that landed, those punches that landed, they just didn't seem to have the same kind of pop. And that was one thing that stood out to me. That being said, Israel Adesanya showed a lot of heart, man. Like, he showed a lot of heart, and he fought with a lot of heart. He landed with a lot of clean shots. And those same clean shots, those same shots that he put other middleweights away with in the past, they just didn't seem to have the same sort of effect on DDP. And for DDP, you could see that he realised, within that second round, he realised very quickly that I can't allow myself to get into a stand-up game with Israel Adesanya. Not for extended periods of time. And in that second round, when Israel Adesanya started to gain a bit of momentum, started to gain some rhythm, started to land some more shots with some consistency, DDP went straight for the ground game. And he was successful in doing so. He, even if he didn't take Israel Adesanya to the ground all the time, what he did do is, being a big middleweight. Listen, DDP is a big guy. He's a wide guy. He's got a frame on him, and what he did was, I've got a superior ground game to Israel Adesanya. I'm going to use my weight, and I'm just going to, I'm going to wear him out. I'm going to tire him out. Rest my weight on him. Just slow him down. Take the momentum out of his game. Take the sting out of those punches. Just tire him out. Because listen, at the end of the day, Israel Adesanya, he's getting up there in age. He is. And it's not even necessarily about his age. It's also about the mileage on his body. He's been a top boy. He's been a top guy for a long time now. And it's such a demanding sport like UFC, bro. Like, there's not many John Jones, man. You don't find too many John Jones, guys that have been top dogs for decade plus. Like, you don't find a lot of guys like that. Israel Adesanya, he's been a top boy for a long time. There's a lot of miles on that body. There's a lot of wear and tear, bro. And I think why ultimately he did lose tonight was because you look at his game and it's like not too much has changed. He fought a good fight. He showed a lot of heart. He landed clean punches, but it's just like he just didn't look like he had the power. He didn't look like he just had the pop to really keep guys off of him. And then when DDP just started taking him to the ground, you could just see, especially at the end of that second round where, Israel Adesanya goes to his corner and says, yeah, DDP is tired. No, bro, you're tired. You look tired, bro. You look shattered. Bro, after that second round, you look knackered, bro. When you was in that corner at the end of that second round, you looked knackered, bro. And I know DDP looked knackered too, but you see Dricus du Plessis, he's a fraud man like that. He's a fraudster. Like, he be looking like he's tired, but you see when you're a master of the ground game, it's a cheat code in the UFC, man, because, the way the judges score that is so heavily weighted in a grappler's favor. It's so heavily weighted and somebody that can wrestle. The UFC just scores points in your favor so heavily. Like, it makes a big difference, and DDP just has a superior ground game, and that's what he did, man. In that second round when Israel Adesanya started picking up momentum, DDP said, nah, fuck that. I ain't gonna go shot for shot with you. I ain't going bang for bang with you. Let me just take you to the ground quickly. And even if I don't fully take you to the ground, I'm just going to make it uncomfortable for you. I'm just going to put my weight on you, and I'm going to tire you out. And it worked, because in that third round, it felt like both of them started going for it, really going bang for bang. Like, they were like, listen, DDP, listen, he talked a lot of crazy shit. He said a lot of whatever. But listen, man, like, it's not like he didn't show heart himself. It's not like he didn't fight on his feet. Like, it's not like he didn't go bang for bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, he threw hands, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, calm. I'm going to meet you at these, like, listen, when you throw these bangs, Israel, don't worry, I'm gonna come and meet you in the middle. And he did that, bro. And he did that a lot of times. And especially after that second round where he tired Israel Adesanya out, I think in that third round, when he started landing those blows on Israel Adesanya, Israel's defense started becoming weaker. Those shots from DDP were landing more and more. Israel felt more and more the damage, and those 3 right hooks that DDP gave to Israel Adesanya before he took him down. Listen, Israel likes to do that thing where he tries to play it off like he's gonna count it. Bro, you got banged. You got mashed up, bro. Them 3 right hooks caught you clean. Flush. You got smoked, bro. Like, and you was tired. I get it. Like, he was actually tired. After them 2 rounds took everything out of him, man. And he showed enough heart to throw bangs in the 3rd round, but he just didn't have the energy, man. He just didn't have the popping and punches. And when DDP started landing those bangs, and when he hit those 3 straight right hooks prior to the takedown, where he went into the rear naked choke and just submitted him, made him tap out. I mean, them right hooks were vicious, and they caught him clean. And the fact that Israel was as fatigued as he was, recipe for disaster. And I mean, listen, he choked him out, man. He choked him out. He made him tap, and Israel tapped out too fast for my liking, man. He tapped out too fast. Hey, Israel, hey. Cause I'm a fan, bro. I said fan a bit too crazy there. I'm a supporter. Like, I like the way he fights. I like the way Adesanya fights. But, bro, like, you lost to Sean Strickland, who was a last-second replacement for DDP initially. And then you go on to lose to DDP, and he makes you tap. And, like, all I can think of in my head is just replaying Khabib saying, "Why you tap? Go sleep. Go sleep. Don't tap. Go sleep. Go sleep, bro." And maybe it's unfair of me to ask that. Maybe it is, but the warrior spirit within me, and within a lot of you that are going to watch this video, and a lot of you that are fighter fans, you're just going to be thinking to yourself, nah, go to sleep, bro. Why did you tap so fast? I don't know, man. I don't know what's next for Israel Adesanya. Because I can still see a path in which Israel can get some more wins in the UFC. Maybe somehow find himself in another title shot. Because I don't think he's completely washed, but I don't know if he can win the title again. I don't know. And time is not on his side. And when you lose in that kind of fashion where, you know, the fight is sort of nip and tuck, anybody goes, you're both putting everything on the line, but then you just get smoked in the end, and you tap. And not only do you tap fast, you tap quickly. Like, you actually, I don't want to say give up, because that's crazy, but bro, you just tap too fast, bro. Too fast. I don't know, man. I don't know. Great win for DDP. Still undefeated since becoming a champion. Well, still undefeated, so shout out to him. Israel Adesanya. Some soul searching is needed for you, brother. I don't know. I don't think you're washed. But I don't know. It's going to be... Time is not on your side. That's all I can say. And that was a bad loss. Even as a supporter of you, there's no way I can sugarcoat this. It's a bad loss. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep showing love. Unoriginal FC. Ran out.